With strangers, if you don't share the viewpoint, you say, I don't need that person in my life anymore. I'm going to people who share my beliefs. And it's easy to walk away from that. It's much more challenging and much more of a spiritual growth opportunity to really listen to someone whose ideas are vastly different than your own. And why do they think that way? What is it? And be open to hear and listen to that side of the story. What fears drive them to that space? Ask those questions and listen. And don't judge them as being wrong because their beliefs are different than your own. If you judge someone's beliefs as being crazy, or they're old-fashioned, or, they're so conservative, all right, if you judge them, then guess what? You're going to get that energy right back at you. You're going to be judged. Oh, you're too far out there. That's crazy. That's lunacy. But as you accept others and know that they have unique perspectives, and this perspective adds to the collective wisdom, then you will find that others are not so judgeful of you in your presence. Doesn't mean that they don't judge in other areas, but when you're with them, you will not feel that energy in the same way because it is not something that you are putting out, so you are not attracting it back. You'll find that when you show up this way, people who are seemingly different are really not so different. They can show up in a loving, compassionate way, and ultimately that's the kind of relationship that you're hoping to have. There are people in the world who may be seemingly violent, who may be seemingly aggressive, but know that even those people do those actions out of a space of woundedness. And when you show up in a space of unconditional love and acceptance, they can show up in a different way as well. And that's the thing that is frightening to those that are trying to control and manipulate reality. They would have you believe that there is no changing that energy. They would have you believe that you are powerless. But in truth, as you start to live from this space, there is nothing that cannot be changed. There is nothing that cannot be healed. There is nothing that cannot be manifest when you hold a space of unconditional love and grace. Because when you are in that space of unconditional love and grace, source light energy runs fully through you. It is your judgments that narrow the bandwidth, that kind of cut off half of that source light. And when you are running that full light through you, your ability to create and manifest is quite impressive. Your gift to the universe as you go through this ascension process is your ability to hold compassion. That is the lesson that you are learning, and that is the lesson that you will share with the entire universe. Your ability to access and the intensity at which you access compassion is unmatched in the universe. When you as humans fully access it, because of the challenge of density, because of the nature of the experiment that is planet Earth, because you have genetic material from thousands of worlds, there is a connection to a rich library of emotions and belief systems. Because of this, as you hold compassion, the amplitude, the intensity of that signal is so strong because of all this energy behind it that it is absolutely transformative. And this is why there are so many of us who are here for this ascension process as you're going through it. Why we're watching it so intensely, because it will have a ripple effect through the entire universe. That doesn't happen on every planet. It is quite unique. And that's why there, again, are so many of us here, because it impacts the entire universe, not just a small quadrant. It's huge. All right. So we hope that helps answer.
If you enjoyed this channeling and you'd like to experience more from the Pleiadian Collective, be sure to check out our live online group sessions, The Pleiadian Perspective. For more information or to register for an upcoming event, visit our website at higherfrequencies.net.